is going up just a tad late, but I got really sick this week, so making it got a little bit delayed. I guess that I shouldn't really complain though. It's perfectly in keeping with this time of the month, given that I feel like a zombie.
I should be happy that I still have my sickness.
Okay, so this week, as requested by my friend AficionadosChris, I will be reviewing an old stop-motion Halloween classic from 1967. Ladies and gentlemen, Mad Monster Party?
The full moon brings out the monster in you. A strange tune seems to be playing for you.
So this movie is about all of the classic movie monsters that you know and love coming together at the home of their leader to have fun and discuss monstery things. But unbeknownst to the guests, there's also a human thrown into the mix. The human is not really all that bright, but he falls in love with... Wait, it feels like I already reviewed this. Okay, Hotel Transylvania clearly took a lot of inspiration from this movie, which is really interesting to see. The scene with all of the monsters arriving is almost identical, and while the plot does differ in various ways, like Dr. Frankenstein is the leader of the monsters instead of Dracula, and his daughter is the secretary, and Felix the human is Frankenstein's nephew, but the movie on the whole feels very similar, and I kept getting deja vu while watching it. Now this movie is stop motion, and if the particular style looks familiar to you, then you've probably seen the Christmas specials by the same studio, Rankin and Bass. I mean, Lord, who hasn't? Rankin and Bass is famous for those Christmas specials, and this is more of the same lighthearted nonsense that you may expect from them, albeit a tad creepier. My only really big problem with the movie is that it has a really slow pace, which can make it feel like it's really dragging in some places. None of the songs in it were necessary, catchy, or memorable. It could really have benefited from moving a little bit faster, but that is the style of movies from this era, so it's really more of an observation than a complaint. I did really love the look and feel of everything. Stop motion, especially old stop motion, has such a unique look about it that it is really rather enchanting. The puppet designs are all great, and I think the two most visually interesting monster designs are Dracula and Yetch. And although stop motion is a whole lot smoother nowadays, I think I almost like the jerkiness of the old stuff better. Makes it more surreal in a lot of ways. I found the characterization in this movie absolutely brilliant. Every character had very distinct personalities from each other, and I found something enjoyable in all of them. From Felix's mild-mannered ineptitude to Dracula's womanizing to Francesca's jealousy and cattiness. Although I really have to laugh at how Francesca and Felix eventually fall in love.
I think you're still hysterical.
Oh, Felix, you're wonderful. I've been such a fool.
Oh, so that's how you get girls to like you. Who knew? And am I the only one who was always creeped out as a kid by characters with an impression of the voice of Peter Lorre? There was a lamp in the Brave Little Toaster with that voice, and it also creeped me out. Yet just possibly the scariest part of this whole movie, and from an adult perspective, his unwanted advances on Francesca become even creepier. Altogether, I don't know why more people don't know of this movie. It's just as fun and memorable as Rankin and Bass's Christmas specials, and since Halloween is getting more and more popular every year, I think it's a great movie to resurface.
Never was a love like mine. All the love you may have read about, honey, you can just forget about. There never was a screen romance for two. Never was a love like mine for you.
And that's it for my review of Rankin and Bass's Mad Monster Party. Next week will be one last Halloween video, so be sure to subscribe. Add me on Facebook and Twitter, and I'll see you guys then. Bye!